Hello everyone, it's me Pavlo, and as usual I've got an interesting gadget for review, and today it's Audirect Team 1. I didn't review Audirect gear for quite some time, but in the past they were making really good portable digital to analog converters. And this is also portable digital to analog converter, but it's not what makes it interesting. It's built with ESS 9281 chip, but interesting here is that it has built-in battery working from 5 hours to about 8 hours depending on the load, and it has really powerful amplifiers, so it's capable of delivering up to 5.6 volts RMS for the ballast output and 2.8 for the single-ended output. And it has own battery, so we don't have this bottleneck with getting power from the transport, which can sometimes impact sound, especially on the tough to drive headphones and earphones. This digital to analog converter costs $330, which is pretty high, but taking into account really powerful output and all other stuff, it can be reasonable price. And also Audirect created two really interesting add-ons for this gadget. First one is Bluetooth module that you can connect to this digital to analog converter, and the special USB on the go cable. So with all these add-ons you can get it for about $380 or so. Interesting device. I have really high expectations for it, so let's have a closer look. So as you can see, I've got the maximum set of accessories, all extra options, Bluetooth module and that fancy USB on the go cable, and also I've got this case. So not sure where is the opening. Here it is. So lot of plastic bag, and case is deep inside, so sorry for all this noise. Not sure how to get inside better, so here it is. So basically pretty nice and viable storage pouch for it with a small ring, so you can attach it somewhere. Nice accessory to protect to give your device extra protection. Then here is Bluetooth module. So let's go inside. Actually, it has own AKM4331 digital to analog converter. Let's put it aside here. Then cable, necessary if you want to use both inputs of this device at the same time, because it has separate power and data inputs. So if you want to use it from one device, both charge and use with data, here is the cable that will give it to you. Really well made. As you can see, data and power lines are separated, so no interference and higher protection. And also even separate power in line if you want to charge it and use with your device. So you can build pretty complicated setups with, for example, smartphone, power bank, and Team 1 itself. So nice simple box with features listed. As you can see, here was a protective sticker. I already removed it, but it left a bit of traces. Device itself, and underneath go some papers and accessories. So you'll get short USB Type-C cable, really nice looking. Then USB Type-A to USB Type-C adapter, pretty big one, and Lightning to USB Type-C adapter, nice and stylish looking. Actually, really good looking adapter. And here is the device itself. I really like this design. It's simple, strict, but at the same time not dull. So you can see that they worked with shape. They came out with some good ideas like circular screen and all the bevels here. So on the top we have two inputs, two USB inputs, one to charge battery and another one to use it as USB digital to analog converter, and also line in, which is pretty good. In my opinion, it's really nice to have. And on the bottom we have two outputs. One is 3.5mm and one is balanced pentacon. Three buttons on the side. Top one is on off, and also button used to change all settings. As you can see, screen is really nice with good viewing angles, pretty bright, and actually this screen is a bit overhead here, but anyway looks really great. Single press of this button allows us to change gain, and double press no, it's fast double presses allows us to change different filters. So if you want to change filters, probably it's better to unplug headphones, because sometimes it's a bit hard to not change gain, and sometimes the gain changing could be not really pleasant effect. And three buttons for tracks navigation, which is pretty good. And here is this Bluetooth adapter module. As you can see, it's getting power here separately. It just connected from the top. You can see device detected that and went to auxiliary mode. So it holds basically just on these two connectors. So it's wobbling a little bit, and probably it won't be super useful, super healthy for the socket here. So probably I won't use it in the pocket, but more like on the table or in the bag. But also probably nothing really bad won't happen here. And Bluetooth module, as you can see, it has separate volume controls and also on-off play pause button that works with the device you connect via Bluetooth. So it has LED indicator, but it's not bright, so it's not visible here. And also it has microphone input, and also here is USB Type-C if you want to charge this device while using it. So with Bluetooth module it's not that compact, but I really hope that Audirect will provide some kind of case for this thing with Bluetooth attached, because it will solve all issues. In general, I really like this form factor. I really like how well it's built. Even without Bluetooth module, it looks like really nice device that is pleasant to hold. Buttons have good tactility, so in terms of exterior and design, I really like it. In terms of sound, this small device delivers what I've expect, and even better than I've expect. It's a clean, crisp and pretty technical sound of ESS chip, delivered with great clarity and at the same time lot of power, giving a perfect control. So bass is deep, well controlled, great in terms of texturing, saturated with small nuances and details, without adding absolutely any additional weight. So in terms of weight, everything will depend on the record. It's not the device that will give you additional warmth or something like that. But instead you'll get great punch and nice textures and a lot of realism. Perfect for the timbre-rich instruments, but plays really great with almost every well-recorded thing. So main thing here is get a best possible record, and also everything will depend on the headphones or earphones you'll be using it. So if you want warm coloration, probably you can get some warmer headphones for it. And first example, it's Doug McLeod, Break the Chain. As you can see, it's from HD Tracks sampler really recommend you these samplers as a source of free music in good quality and pretty good music. And this track is not an exception, like great instrumental part, nice vocal. But of course, bass used here is the most interesting thing for us, and thanks to the perfect record quality and good technical performance of this compact device, you'll get maximum sense of realism. Mid frequencies are uncolored with great detalization, but at the same time without excessive focus on the micro contrast. It's definitely not for those who like some warm or more wholesome representation, but also it's not like clinical or super analytical or something like that. And once again, here everything will depend on the quality of record. When it's a good record, you'll get absolutely all nuances and details of instruments, perfect weight distribution, great dynamics and emotions. But if something is lacking in the record, this digital tonal converter won't try to fix it or to hide or something like that. Imaginary stage is above average, noticeably above average, nicely built, pretty three-dimensional, but at the same time not the most spacious one, but at the same time sounding really natural, without exaggeration, without adding some space or diffusion or something like that. And as I've said, pretty critical for the quality of records. Not like super critical, like highlighting issues, but just the better material you'll give it, the better result you'll get. And here is an example. It's Arena, the Hourglass. Really like this group. Great tunes, great arrangement. I really like their singer. I like vocal timbre, and all that nuances and details are rendered really well by this small and compact device. So plays really good even with these demanding headphones. And the treble, definitely not for those who don't like treble. It's not exaggerated, it's not boosted, but at the same time it's a pretty typical treble representation for the chip used here. Natural, with great attacks and decays, with perfect amount of energy, really good extension. Layering is like basic plus, not like superb, but like slightly better than basic, which is really good for this price tier. And that gives a good saturation with overtones, and even with high quality records you'll be able to hear all the nuances of the audience where it was recorded. If it's present in the record with good live tracks, for example, you can get this effect, or with some tracks mastered this way. It's definitely not for those who want soft or recessed treble, so no, not this case. And when the sibilance is present in the track, it will play it, but also will not exaggerate it, will not boost it, which is also a really good thing in my opinion. And example for the treble, it's Dire Straits, Brothers in Arms. Really good track, I really like it, with a lot of that treble that comes from the guitars and from the vocal. Not perfectly recorded, but record quality is really good. I probably say great, but not perfect. Probably will be the best way to describe it. And this device will represent it and deliver it in a really great way. So, natural technical signature with great control. Speaking about the pairings, it's pretty universal. It definitely can drive almost all tough headphones, including full size. For example, here is the Empyrean 2. It's lacking a bit of technicality and treble layering to drive them to the full potential, but at the same time, zero issues with power and zero issues with control. Nice textures, really great bass, mids, nice clarity, pretty well built stage. Of course, not to be compared with some desktop setups, but really good performance for the portable solution. Sorry. With in-ear monitors, with super sensitive ones, I have heard a bit of background noise, but not too much. But in general, it's device first of all created for cases when we need more power, and that's when where it shines the best. So, speaking about the comparisons, what we've got in this price tier. Actually, not really devices with battery in this segment, not really popular now. So KN 7, it doesn't have own battery, so it's not absolutely fair comparison, but RU 7 is slightly more focused on the musical representation, more highlighting overtones. This one is more natural and more on the technical side of things. There are probably some other devices I can't recall for now, but if you're interested in some comparisons, just feel free to ask me in the comments. I will write something about that if I can remember it. But to summarize everything, really interesting device created for those who need a lot of power in this small shell. Thank you for listening, thank you for your attention, and of course have a great day.